today is day 145 of the year of streaming and learning to code. We are continuing on with, let's load the catalog and the courses. The third and final SQL course here at Codecademy. So we knocked out Learn SQL. We just finished SQL table transformation last night. Now today we get to dive into SQL analyzing business metrics. Explore SQL further in this course, focusing on how to analyze data. Estimated 2 hours. Let's go ahead and open it up. See what they've got waiting for us. So this was done by Periscope, or in partnership with Periscope. They did the first SQL course. The second SQL course, table transformation, that was done by or in partnership with Looker. So this will be similar to the first course, I can only assume. And with that said, course outcomes in this course created in partnership with Periscope. You'll get exposed to the basics of data analysis. You'll go through several workflows that will allow you to dissect and understand large amounts of data. Why learn more SQL? Building on the knowledge from Learn SQL course, this course expands on the skill set that you'll need to be able to interact with data and run meaningful analysis. Analysi? What do you think it is, little kitty? Now, we mentioned yesterday, there was thorough cleaning of the general desk room area. I know it doesn't seem like it. In fact, probably all 145 days, probably not a whole lot changes except for the comforter on the bed probably shifts some positions here and there. But for the most part, like the field of view of the camera, there's just not a lot of stuff that moves in those areas. However, everywhere out of sight of the camera, for some reason, just by happenstance, just stuff accumulates. So yeah, that's that. But anyways, now that the desk is clean in this general area, little kitty can lay right on the desk. She's like, what is that? A hand's width away from my noggin. So yeah, we get to look into each other's eyes now. Isn't that right, little cat? Good. Oh, you love the scratches. All right. So, speaking of love and fun things, let's look at the syllabus, because that has nothing to do with either of those two. There are only 2 sections, advanced aggregates and common metrics. We're going to try and just tackle the first lesson today. I think we're going to save the second lesson for tomorrow. Let's see how many bits and pieces there are. So lesson 1 has 12 parts. Wow, 12 parts. That is a hefty course compared to what we've been going through the last couple days. So at a minimum, we're going to shoot for 6 meal sums, but I think we should be able to make it through the entire lesson. All right, let's take from the top. Side note. So also in regards to the last couple days, separate from cleaning, audio stuff. We've been tinkering with audio. I'm going to go through the first section, lesson 1, it's been at full gain because I had so much noise suppression and nonsense and all that stuff. So yeah, full gain is where we're going to start. Then I'm going to drop it to, I think, the lowest gain, and then probably like a third of the way through. And I'm going to change each section, at least for the first couple. So section 1, full gain. Section 2, lowest gain levels. And then section 3 will be about a third. And then for 4, I'll probably go back to full. I might cycle through once more, but yeah, if you hear audio dip in and out, that's what's going down. So yes, good. All right, little kitty, was that everything? Let's double check that we do have mic, audio in OBS, we've got webcam stuff, we have chat in Codecademy. I think we're all set. Okay, let's take it from the top. Alright, here we go. D. At the heart of every great business decision is data. Hold on. Something just crossed my mind. Speaking of tiny cats, we've got another cat issue. Give me all of a moment. Hold that thought. Alright. Crisis not averted. We've got... I'm probably gonna have to step away in just a moment yet again, but the oldest cat, the one that's like 12 years old, requires... maybe it's 14 years old. I don't know. He's just mostly bones now. But he requires constant medication to stay alive. Like, every 12 hours he needs a half pill. I think it's like blood thinner. I don't know. But, yeah, so we just need to communicate his pill situation, and then we can dive into the thick of this. So, and there we go. Hold on. Don't mind me. Alright, kitty crisis averted. Holy hell. Death, death, death. Not the cat. Just my soul. Alright. Pill fiasco dealt with. Yeah, I tried to... The other thing is we can't just, like... feeding cats medicine is so difficult. It's just awful. The cat's old, so we can't do dry food. And we don't, like, wrestle with them to, like, jam the pill in. He does wet food, so we have to hide the pill in the wet food, but he's so methodical when he eats that he detects it with his tongue. It's like feeling for landmines, but medication, and he susses it out, and it's so needlessly difficult to keep him alive. Good God. Anyways, so it's just a constant battle. So everyone, all the humans have to team against him just to keep him alive against his own will. I'm probably doctoring this story up a bit much, but that's what I feel like is happening. So what are we doing? Okay, section 1 of 12, day 145 now can finally commence. Advanced aggregates use data aggregation to explore and understand the data behind Speedy Spoon in a food delivery app. Awesome. Go time. At the heart of every great business decision is data. Since most businesses store critical data in SQL databases, a deep understanding of SQL is a necessary skill for every data analyst. Chief among data and analysis tasks is data aggregation, the grouping of data to express in summary form. We'll be working with Speedy Spoon, a meal delivery app. The folks at Speedy Spoon have asked us to look into their deliveries and help them optimize their process. This course was developed in partnership with our good friends at Periscope Data, which we will click on their link. And we're clicking, and while that's loading, if you're new to SQL, we recommend you do this course first. Good, and we're closing that. So, Periscope Data. Ah, yes. Look at the fun. Hey, Adobe. Cool. And American Red Cross, Supercell, and SurveyMonkey. They've got some good ones in there. Fender. That's cool. Nice. All right. So that's that. Go time. Let's close out of this. All right, instructions. Complete each query by replacing comments with SQL code. We'll start by looking at Speedy Spoon's data. The orders table has a row for each of a Speedy Spoon delivery. It says when the order took place and who ordered it. Add the code to select statement to select all columns in the orders table. Note that orders and limit clauses keep the data organized. Copy. So we're removing the asterisk and we're replacing it with the correct info, which is orders. Okay. Gotcha. I see what they want. I see ya. Okay. So select from orders, order by ID, limit 100. I think that's all we need. Let's run that for now. You know what? Now they've got everything lowercase. All the past examples, the select and from and order by and limit, have all been capitalized, but now everything's shifted to lowercase. I wonder if that changes anything. I realize it probably doesn't change anything here, but I wonder what's more commonplace in the industry or work environments. Maybe it changes. Who knows? We'll never know. 2. The order items table lists individual foods and their prices in each order. Complete the query to select all columns in the order items table. Select blah 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 blah. Is this the same exact thing? Order by ID. Little kitty, what are we looking for? The order items table? Order items table with individual food items and their prices in each order. Kind of feel like I'm supposed to do this now. Let's go ahead and run this as well. Have 2 statements up there. They only want 1, it seems. Okay, cool. So, one select query at a time. Onwards, section 2 of 12. Let's keep chipping away at this. All right, nice work. Now that we have a good handle on our do, just kidding, I remembered. I was thinking to myself last section, what if I forget to change the audio level? We're going to do that. So again, this is full gain right now. Now we're going to drop it all the way down to low gain. If it's hilariously quiet, let me know. We're going to bump it up in the following section. So, all right, and we're at full gain now. And that's low gain. All right, nice work. Now that we have a good handle on our data, let's dive into some common business queries. We'll begin with daily count of orders placed. To make our daily count metric, we'll focus on the date function and the ordered at field. To get daily metrics, we need the date. Most dates in databases are timestamps, which have hours and minutes, as well as year, month, and day. Timestamps look like this. Blah, 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 blah. While dates are the first part. Blah, blah, blah. We can easily select the date item was ordered with a date function in the ordered at field. Select date ordered at from orders. Instructions. Let's get a daily count of orders from the orders table. Complete the query using the date function to cast the timestamp in ordered at to dates. Blah, 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 blah. The order by one statement is a shortcut for order by date ordered at. The one refers to the first column. So, first column not including order, not including ID. Unless this is referred to, oh, you know what? It's probably indexing from 0. So would that be column 0? And then this is column 1, element 1, which is item 2. Unsure. Uncertain. I don't know if they want us to use the short form. I can't imagine why they would tell us about the shorthand form if they didn't want us to use it. Copy. Paste. Select. I want to do this. I really do. But they're saying oh, or they're explaining what order by one is. Order by one on line 3. Okay, gotcha. Here we go. I'm crazy. It's my fault. I thought the date ordered at. I got ordered and I saw this and I saw the date and I saw ordered by and I was just For some reason, I crammed them all together, but that's not what needs to happen. So date ordered at, ta-da, just like that, date ordered at. There we go. It was like select ordered by. That doesn't make any sense. We'll run it now. Aha, good. Green check mark. So that's that. Now for section 3, we're going to bump the gain up to a third the gain, I think. Or we're going to adjust. Oh, God. It's upside down and like backwards, so I'm trying to figure out mentally where I'm turning this guy. I think, yep, don't mind me. We're getting nice and personal here. So, low gain, right? Tons of fun. That's low. Now I'll bump it up. Okay, so that's a third the gain. Hopefully that's relatively better if low gain was too quiet. All right, so section 3, daily count 2. Great. Now that we can convert timestamps to dates, we can count the orders per date. Generally, when we count all records in a table, we run a query with the count function as follows. Select count 1 from users. This will treat all rows as a single group and return one row in the results set, the total count. To count orders by their dates, we'll use the date and count functions and pair them with the group by clause. Together, this will count the records in the table grouped by date. For example, to see the user's records counted by the date created, we use the date and count functions and group by clause as follows. Select date created at count 1 from users, group by date created at. Sure. Use the date and count functions and group by clause to count and group the orders by the dates they were ordered at. Select all kinds of fun, blah, blah, blah. We now have the date order count. The order by one and group by one statements are shortcuts for order by date, blah, blah, and group by date ordered at. Very clever. That's super cool. So now we know what they're talking about. This stuff down here. So let's go ahead and take all of this, use the date and count functions and group by clause to count and group the orders by the dates they were ordered at. So date count. I guess we can just do this. Although I think it should be ordered at. Ordered at. Hopefully that suffices. Nice, we got it right. Green check mark, very cool. So that's a third gain. Now we're gonna bump it up to back to what? Back to full gain. I think we're gonna leave it at full gain. We may jump back to dipping through different audio settings just because. So yes, good. Hold on. That's a third gain. That's third, or yes. Don't mind me. I'm doing math. A third the gain to full gain. Here we go. Alright, full gain. Hopefully that's not deafening now. Section 4. We have the daily count of orders, but what we really want to know is revenue. How much money has Speedy Spoon made from orders each daily? 1. We can make few changes to our daily count query to get the revenue. First, instead of using count 1 to count the rows per date, we'll use round sum amount paid, comma 2 to add up the revenue per date. Complete the query by adding revenue per date. Second, we need to join the order items table because the table has an amount paid column representing revenue. Complete the query by adding join clause where orders.id equals order.item.orderID. So we're going to be piecing stuff together here, and then I think this second one is the join they were referring to. Note that the round function rounds decimals to digits based on the number passed in. Here, round blah 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 2 rounds the sum paid to 2 digits. Okay, yes, we learned that. I think it was yesterday's stream, possibly the day before. Let's go ahead and take essentially all of this. And let's do count 1. Instead of using count 1, Command Z. So instead of using count 1, blah, blah, blah. Second, we need to join order items. So instead of count 1, let's do this. Copy. Come on. Okay, that's the first bit down from orders, and now we get to join something. Do we need to do more, though? Orders.id equals order.blah. Amount paid. See, that's what I'm confused about, is the amount paid. Where do I put amount paid in this nightmare? Oh, we can kind of see the right answer down here. Join order items on. Well, I know we put the join there, but where do we do amount paid? Second, we need to join order items table, because that table has an amount paid column. Okay, gotcha. We're joining the order items table because that table has an amount paid column, which we'll be dealing with in the near future. At least I think, I hope. If not, then I've overly fixated on that little tidbit way too much. So all we need is a join. Join 2 joins in the morning. Join 2 joins at night. Join 2 joins in the afternoon. Alright, enough programming Sublime covers. Let's go ahead and run that. Nice. What a perfect word to highlight this situation. That is exactly how I feel after making it through that nightmare. Nice. Now with a small change, we can find out how much we're making per day for any single dish. What's the daily revenue from customers ordering kale smoothies? Complete the query by using a where clause to filter the daily sums down to orders where the name equals kale smoothie. Where kale smoothie? Right? That's really all that's happening. That's new. Copy. And where name equals kale smoothie. Sounds pretty much like my nightmare. Let's run that. Next. Okay. So section 5, that's cool, there's going to be some conclusion thing. How do we want to do this, though? I want to backtrack, because I want to cycle through high. So really, we have low gain, a third the gain, and then full. So that's 1, 2, 3, and an extra 1, leaving it at full, going back to it being turning off sound suppression, or the noise, the adaptive. God, little kitty, you and your claws and your feet and your tail. Are you good? Are you in the Thank you. Thank you. Will you stop caressing my chin with your tail? Sweetness, just get comfy. No, not with your claws. Ah, God, I don't even know what toe that is, but it's just extremely deadly. Ow, the pain, the suffering. Oh, cats are the worst. Whose idea was this? Okay, so that's 4 sections. So we'll do 5 through 8. We'll leave it at full gain. 9 will drop to low. There's so much fur. Holy hell. Awful. 9 will drop to low gain. 10 will drop to, we'll raise it to a third. 11 will raise it to full. And then at 12, we'll put adaptive noise reduction back on. All right, so when we get to 9, we're going to make another change to the audio. 5 to 8, smooth sailing. Let's continue on 5 to 8. So, section 5. Those numbers are pretty low. A typical day has thousands in revenue, but a small portion of that is coming from kale smoothies. Let's dig deeper to find out what's going on. So, the kale mystery. The untold Sherlock Holmes tale of the kale smoothie. For good reason it was never written. Alright, it looks like the smoothies might not be performing well, probably because it's a kale smoothie. But to be sure, we need to see how they're doing in context of the other ordered items. We'll look at the data several different ways, the first of which is determining what percent of revenue these smoothies represent. Instructions. To get the percent of revenue that each item represents, we need to know the total revenue of each item. We will later divide the per item total with the overall total revenue. The following query groups the sums, the following query groups and sum the products by price to get the total revenue for each item. Complete the query by passing in some amount paid into the round function and rounding to 2 decimal places. Select name something something and something something. So select all, paste. Oh, that didn't do anyone any good. I ended up copying all the stuff in the editor. Maybe it's due to the loss of blood, little cat. The back of my ankle, like lower calf. I can just feel it, this laceration. If we pass out on stream, you guys know why. Select name, round something. Complete the query by passing in some amount paid into the round function and rounding to 2 decimal places. We have the 2, we just need to shove in some. Pretty good, pretty good. And we're running. Nice. 6 of 12. Spectacular. Alright. 7 of 12. Don't mind me, there are texty things. Yeah, eventually. Probably in like 20-ish, 30-ish minutes, hopefully. Whenever we're done with this. We've got things we need to tend to post-stream sooner than later. 7 of 12. What am I looking at? 7 of 12. Great, we have the sum of the products by revenue, but we still need the percent. For that, we'll need to get the total using a subquery. A subquery can perform complicated calculations and create filtered and aggregate tables on the fly. Subqueries are useful when you want to perform an aggregation outside the context of the query, of the current query. Aha! This will let us calculate the overall total and per item total at the same time. Complete the denominator in the subquery, which is the total revenue from order items. Use the sum function to query the amount paid from the order items table. Select name round sum amount paid divided by select blah from order items multiplied by 100 2 decimals as PCT. Per something T. No, just percent? Is that? I was trying to figure out what PCT stands for. I thought it was the per item total, but there's no C in that breakdown. We're going to assume PCT is percent. From orders grouped by 1, order by 2, descending. We now have the percent or revenue each product represents. Here, order by 2, descending, sorts the second column, the percent, to show the products in order of their contribution to revenue. Alright, we're going to take this, and we are highlighting, and we're pasting, and we are shimmying. Use that noggin of yours, Steven. Complete the denominator. Yes. Which is the total revenue from order items. Sure. Use the sum function. Yes. To query the amount paid from order items. Finally, they mentioned it like 4 or 5 sections ago. We now get to put amount paid into action. Amount paid comes to save the day. We're running amount paid. Oh, no, amount paid did not save the day. Colossal failure executed by Steven. I did something awful. Order by let's see. Don't mind me. I'm gonna run it again. Did they give me an error? I'm surprised they didn't give me an error anywhere. Hold on. Don't mind me. Minor fiasco. Alright. Secondary fiasco dealt with. We were struggling. Complete the denominator. Okay, in this query, completing the denominator. Gotcha. We were rounding and summing amount paid. Oh, amount paid's already referenced. You big dumb idiot. Use the total revenue. Oh, you know what? Yesterday, we were supposed to... I'm certain the answer is one of these. Hey, mind your claws, tiny cat. Amount paid, name, order? No. I'm not sure what this is. It's going to change, and we're going to find out right now. We're running it, having trouble. Yeah, we were always wrong. Oh, some, literally. I gotcha. Okay. That was my bad. Oversight on my part. Use the sum function to query amount paid from the order items table. Sum function, amount paid from the order items. There's no excuse for that. That's selective vision at its finest and just a blatant lack of understanding. So, yeah, there's no hiding from that one. Onwards to Section 8. In spectacular failure, as we suspected, kale smoothies are not bringing in the money. And thanks to this analysis, we found what might be a trend. Several of the other low-performing products are also smoothies. Let's keep digging to find out what's going on with these smoothies. Turns out it's all vegetable-based, and no chocolate ice cream. That's my guess. Someone made a grilled cheese smoothie? Oh, it has smoothie in the name. I thought these were all smoothie flavors. Yeah, that would have been weird. Chicken Parmesan smoothie. It's only for the brave. What are we looking for? Section 8. Did we... Ah, yes. Sucky smoothies. We finished Section 8. Nothing to do on that one. Section 9. Back to the audio fiasco. I'm not sure. I noticed that it started to still clip around... I don't know, we'll call it at least the 30-plus minute mark, but probably closer to the 40, 50-minute mark when it started to really clip and succumb to the noise suppression. We removed all the stuff in OBS. The only thing that's left is the adaptive noise reduction in Adobe Audition. As far as anything like harsh that would have that type of effect, like a noise gate. Again, I think the software is cumulative as it runs, so the longer I stream, the more of like my voice sound signature it starts to acquire, and I think it starts to add that, and it starts chopping that up as I continue to speak. So I'm going to turn off the adaptive noise reduction in Adobe Audition. I don't know if that's going to have a huge change or effect. Let's see what we've got going on here. Adaptive noise reduction. Let's power that off. Hold on. Full gain. And adaptive noise reduction off. All right. You know what? We should have started this on Section 8, but that's okay. Yeah, those seem to be about the same. Can you notice any difference? So that's off. Now I'll turn it on. Nothing. Maybe. Who knows? So that's with it on. We're going to turn it off, read through a couple sections, leave it off, adjust the gain, and see how things go. So it's on now, and we're turning it off. 3, 2, 1. Ta-da. Could be worse, could be better. We'll never know. Let's keep reading on. Codecademy. All right, section 9. Full. Yeah, we're good. We're good. To see if our smoothie suspicion has merit, let's look at purchases by category. We can group the order items by what type of food they are and go from there. Since our order items table does not include categories already, we'll need to make some. Previously, we've been using group by with a column like order items.name or a function like date orders.ordered@. We can also use group by with expressions. In this case, a case statement is just what we need to build our own categories. Case statements are similar to if-else in other languages. Here's the basic structure of a case statement. Case, condition, when value 1, then result 1. When value 2, then result 2, else result 3. End. We'll build our own categories using a case statement. Complete the query below with a case condition of a name that lists out each product and decides its group. Select all, blankety blank when kale, then smoothie, banana nonsense, also smoothie, orange juice, drinking stuff, BLT, and grilled cheese or sandwiches, chicken parm, dinner, else, other. End is category. From order items, order by ID, limit 100. Note the else other block catches all the products that don't meet the previous conditions. Let's copy all of this. And they want us to tinker with this guy. We'll build our own categories using a case statement. Complete the query below with a case condition of a name. And taking their instructions basically word for word from, what was it, section 7 or 8? The one where I read it like 6 times and it was right in front of me. Case name. How's that feel? Hopefully okay. And we'll run that. Ta-da! Look at that. They told us what they wanted, and all we had to do was listen. They rewarded us with a green check mark. Alright, section 2. Complete the query by using the category column created by the case statement in our previous revenue percent calculation. Add the denominator that will sum the amount paid. Add the denominator with the summing, and we're summing. Oh, sum amount paid, just like last time, but back in here. After other, I'm just gonna copy this. And as category, we're gonna take it from the Y. And sum amount paid. Copy you, and we're pasting. Oh god, that was the down arrow, not the right arrow. Let's run that, fingers crossed. She's thinking. Very upset with whatever I typed because it's not loading. It wants nothing to do with what I just suggested. I must have really gotten the answer wrong. Should we restart the lesson? Not the whole lesson, but just refresh the page. Oh, this is gonna end poorly for everyone. Yeah. It won't even let me click into the thing. Let's just refresh it. Here's a 1 times blah shortcut to ensure the database represents the percent as a decimal. Oh, 1 times, yes. Good. Why is that? Everything is just loading so unbelievably slowly. So, yeah, this is bad because it wants us to kill the website, so this is kind of catastrophic. So, yeah, we're going to have to fix the issue. Because something's slowing down the Wi-Fi, painfully so. We're so close to the end. 9 of 12. Let me see if I can... I killed Wi-Fi on my phone, so that's dead. Let's wait it out. Close that, refresh. Hopefully... Wow, and it's still super mega unresponsive. Do we kill the web page? Maybe our internet just cut out as a whole. Let's close this. It is loading. It's slowly loading. Let me close the other page. Okay, there's that. Resume. Let's see how it feels about this. Okay, we're back in section 9. It has the first one completed. This is good. Okay, not a lot of lost ground. We're going to take it from the Y. V sum amount paid. This could be the wrong thing. I was just trying to follow what they were saying, but you know what? It could be the category column. Complete the query by using the category column. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe I should use category. Add the denominator that will sum. No, we're going to try this. We're going to try this. I just think our internet was awful. And I think the issue's resolved. And if it isn't resolved... Wow, that is bad times. Let's... refresh. Some amount paid destroys the web page. That is what we've learned. No one enter some amount paid. It's probably category. Wow, it just like totally bogs down everything. That is so bad. Alright, I don't know why some amount paid is causing so much. I want to try putting in category. Copy, select, all, paste. Copy. I want to try doing that, select category from order items, but I'm pretty sure that's wrong too. So, ideally... God, I wish there was a way to just run it and have it not blow up in my face. Error. Near 1, no such column. Good. I'm okay with that. The fact that that it didn't give me the website unresponsive kill Codecademy webpage error message on my computer, I'm going to take that as a good thing. So, third time's the charm. And we're just going to get the code from them. Oh my god, we had some amount paid. What else did we have different from them? End as copy end as category round. Some amount paid. I had some amount paid, and it hated everything I was suggesting. That is so weird. I put that twice, and it brought the website to a halt. So, whatever. If that's good enough for them, then so be it. Onwards to the next lesson. Section 10. We're going to take it from full gain all the way to low gain. This is still without noise reduction. We will turn noise reduction back on. Ta-da, back on. So that's noise reduction, full gain. Here is down to low gain. That's low gain. And noise reduction's on. Let's turn noise reduction off. Okay, so that's noise reduction off. Although, you know what, maybe we'll go to low gain with noise reduction off from high gain to low. So it's off now, and we're turning it on. Ta-da, noise reduction on, low gain, back to full gain, and now we'll turn noise reduction off once more. No noise reduction, and now we'll go to low gain. Okay, that's low gain. Section 10. Aha, it's true, the whole smoothie category is performing poorly compared to the others. We'll certainly take this discovery to Speedy Spoon. Before we do, let's go one level deeper and figure out why. Okay. Next, section 11. Now we're going to go to a third gain. Okay. There's that. Adaptive noise reduction is still off. So something about something. We are looking for, yes, out of OBS. Out of OBS into Codecademy. Section 11 of 12. We are so close to the end. While we do know that kale smoothies and drinks overall are not driving a lot of revenue, we don't know why. A big part of data analysis is implementing your own metrics to get information out of the piles of data in your database. In our case, the reason could be that no one likes kale. But it could be something else entirely. To find out, we'll create a metric called Reorder Rate and see how that compares to other products at Speedy Spoon. We'll define reorder rate as the ratio of total numbers of order to the number of people making those orders. A lower ratio means most of the orders are reorders, and a higher ratio means more of the orders are first purchases. Instructions. Let's calculate the reorder ratio for all of Speedy Spoon's products and take a look at the result. Counting the total orders per product is straightforward. We count the distinct order IDs in the order items table, complete the query by passing in the distinct keyword and the order ID column name into the count function. So count distinct order ID. Select name blah. Here's a hint on how to use the count function to count distinct columns in a table. We will gander at that. And we're looking, select distinct column name from table, select column from table name, group by blah. Or here, more specifically, count distinct column name. This is essentially exactly what we're going to be using. But for this guy, so copy, select all, Paste. Copy. Count. Distinct. Order. Underscore ID. And we are running that. Green check mark. Awesome. Now, 2 of so forth and such. Now we need the number of people making these orders. To get that information, we need to join the orders table and count unique values in the in the delivered to field and sort by the reorder rate. Complete the query below. The numerator should count the distinct order IDs. The denominator should count the distinct values of the orders table delivered to field orders.delivered to. This is going to get messy. This is going to be awful. I can just tell. This is just going to be happy thoughts. Happy thoughts, damn it. We've made it this far. 145 days of Code Academy. We're going to make it out of this alive. Select name, round 1, multiply count. To get that information, we need to join the orders table and count unique values in the delivered to field. Delivered to, count, delivered to, and the sort by reorder rate. Oh, and sort by the reorder rate. Okay. Delivered to and sort. No? What the I don't know what to put here. The numerator should consist... should count the distinct orders. The denominator should count the distinct values of order. So the numerator is counting order IDs. God, I hope I read that right. And the denominator should count the distinct values of the order tables delivered to field. Orders.delivered to. Copy. Count distinct. Copy. Distinct orders.delivered to. Fingers crossed that's what they wanted. And they're super upset. Understandably slow. Understandably so. Let's see what the correct answer is. Having trouble? Of course, like normal. Distinct... What the... Oh, it was distinct order ID as well. Damn. Should count the distinct order ID. I don't know why this distinct stood out for orders. Totally missed it right there. Typical. See that, little kitty? This is what people are complaining about. Can you imagine if this was some giant company? What would have happened? Completely distinctless. All my fault. Alright, next. Section 12. Alright, we are at the end. All we have to do is read through the... We've got our little badge thing. We just got to read through the conclusion bit here, and we will be good. In the meantime, adaptive noise reduction is currently off. We are at a third gain. We're going to turn adaptive noise reduction on, and then we'll bump it to full gain. So, adaptive noise reduction, third gain, currently off. We're turning it on now. Ta-da! Good. Back on. Once more. This is off. No adaptive noise reduction. And back on. Good, good, good. So that is a third of the gain. Wow, that's unexpected. And full gain. So third gain, and now and now full. Wait. Crazy person. Third-ish. Full gain. There you go. Brace yourselves. Alright. Oh, sorry, tiny cat. Now, this is what we've been at minus OBS normally. Full gain with adaptive noise reduction. Wow. That's unexpected. While smoothies aren't making a lot of money for Speedy Spoon, they have a higher reorder rate. This means these smoothies customers are strong repeat customers. Instead of recommending smoothies be taken off the menu, we should talk to the smoothie customers and see what they like so much about these smoothies. There could be an opportunity here to expand the product line or get other customers as excited as these kale fanatics. Nice work. Let's generalize what we've learned so far. Data aggregation is the grouping of data in summary form. Daily count is the count of orders in a day. Daily revenue count is the revenue on orders per day. Product sum is the total revenue of a product. Some queries can be used to perform complicated calculations and create filtered or aggregate tables on the fly. Reorder rate is the ratio of the total number of orders to the numbers of people making orders. Sure. Alright, so that is section 12. Up next, common metrics. Use key performance indicators, KPIs, to understand business metrics for the video game. Mind blocks. Start lesson. We will take a gander at the beginning of it. Then we'll check out the closing stat for day 145 and power down the stream. This is the beginning of tomorrow's lesson for day 146. As a data scientist, when you're not investigating spikes or dips in your data, you might be building dashboards of KPIs or key performance indicators for a company. KPIs are often displayed on TVs on the wall of the office and serve as high-level health metrics for the business. While every company's metrics are defined slightly differently, the basics are usually very similar. In this lesson, we'll take a look at basic KPIs like daily revenue, daily active users, ARPU, and retention for a video game. Mind blocks. So, that will be the beginning of tomorrow, day 146. There's 14 parts to that lesson. Let's go ahead and back out. We'll check out the concluding stats for day 145. We are at 50% of the way through SQL analyzing business metrics, and 1,684 points with 233 badges to our name. Good times. Thank you to anyone and everyone who may have stopped by to view the stream. All views are greatly appreciated. Let's jump over to OBS. What's that, little cat? Oh, you're sleepy and furry. Good. Jumping over to OBS. Stop streaming. The adventure continues tomorrow with day 146. But in the meantime, are you sure you want to stop the stream? Hell yeah. Kill it.